Welcome to the second part of your lab number 6. Now, in this part, you will be observing the offset current of your operational amplifier and also your offset voltage. Now we will create the scenario of offset voltage, right? And then we will, but normally balancing effect नहीं create किया जा सकता. So let's just I've placed my op amp. इनिशियली मैंने इसको प्लेस किया हुआ था एंड माई टू डीसी सप्लाईज VCC and VEE, and still I need two set of um, resistors, right? So just select any two resistors which are of equal value. Let's just take the values of your lab, right? Now you can change these values. You can use a different set of, for example, 100k resistors, right, and repeat the same procedure, and in this way you can take 2 to 3 readings. Now when I want to observe the current, so what I would be doing is that, okay, I need one more ground, and जब मुझे current find out करना है, right, so it means I need a ammeter, right? अच्छा, जो आपके लैब्स में एमिटर्स पड़े हैं, दे कैन measure up to nano amperes, ठीक है, they are accurate enough. So all you would be doing is, or else आप formula से you can apply okay, you can apply your closed loop formula for calculating your values as well, but presently we are actually using your emitters here, ठीक है. You can go for both procedures. अच्छा, go for emitter and it should be DC, and I'm keeping both of them open. What else? आपने supply connect करनी है with your positive with your 7 terminal and negative with your 4 terminal, and this is your output. And let's just initially इसको run करके देख लेते हैं. Okay, there's a set of readings of your IB1 and IB2. अगर आप observe करना चाहते हैं कि if there is a set of voltage on your output, just stop it, and but in that scenario आपको यहाँ पे एक अदद you would be placing your component in the form of a resistor, right? Let's just take 25k as a load here ताकि हम उसके across जो आपकी voltage है वो find out कर सकें, right? So again I have to ground it. Let's just use it to ground this, and I will be connecting it with this terminal, right? Now this voltage is actually the still there are minor currents आपने ground किया है, ठीक है, and आपको IB1 and IB2 exist करें, and as we discussed in the theory कि अगर आपके minor currents हैं यहाँ पे आपकी offset voltage exist करती है, then it is amplified, ठीक है. op amp उन minor voltages को उठा के amplify करते हैं, and on the output again you are receiving a voltage of approximately 4.115 volts, which is very high, right? And still when there's nothing, no signal, no millivolt signal connected to your terminals, you are still getting a आउटपुट वोल्टेज एंड यहाँ पे आपकी जो you can take these two as input offset currents, right? And the difference would be your value, right? Now let's move toward the final concept of offset जो आपकी voltages हैं and offset voltage को calculate करने के लिए we actually create the concept of offset voltage, right? अगर आप इसको नहीं remove करना चाहते, all we actually do is that हम यहाँ पर we actually apply a small signal here, right? And we observe it as a offset voltage. Yeah, if because that's something that exists between these two terminals. Or now you can see this is your जो आप मल्टीमीटर से कर रहे हैं. Now there is a minor voltage. या तो आप there's a concept mostly अगर if you want to search for it, mostly what when they actually have a voltage वो ये करते हैं कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज़ योर ऑफसेट वोल्टेज, आपने ग्राउंड किया हुआ है, ठीक है, योर बोथ टर्मिनल्स आर ग्राउंडेड, दिस इज़ योर ऑफसेट करंट, ठीक है, एंड स्टिल आपकी एम्पलीफिकेशन आ रही है. सो एक्चुअल सिनेरियोज में क्या होता है, व्हेन यू एक्चुअली वांट टू normalize this offset voltage, you add a potentiometer on here, right, between 1 and 5 terminal, and in that scenario you have to give your feedback, right, from your terminal number, your output terminal to your negative, right, as I said to you previously कि feedback आपकी negative होती है. So let's just go for that specific setting. आपकी offset voltage exist करती है, but actually जब आप यहाँ पे potentiometer apply करेंगे तो ये उस तरह से nullify नहीं होगी, but let's just try it, right? I'm stopping my uh, configurations and I'm going for my feedback, right? Okay, I need resistors as well, so let's just place some components here. If it's a set of 220k and 220k, let's go for I should let's just change these settings a bit, and I'm adding the concept of gains here. जो आपके इन्वर्टिंग एम्पलीफायर का जो कनेक्शन था, ठीक है, आई एम काइंड ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटिंग दैट हेयर. ये आपका कनेक्ट हो जाएगा विद योर दिस टर्मिनल, अगेन ये आपका यहाँ पे कनेक्ट हो जाएगा, एंड दिस इज़ विद योर. नाउ फीडबैक लूप के लिए आई हैव used a resistor capacitor of 220k. Where is it? It's lost or whatever, or I forget to place it. Okay, so this is your 220k and यहाँ से आप अपना फीडबैक करेंगे, राइट? अच्छा, इस सिनेरियो में let's just see all these values. Still आपके दोनों currents exist करते हैं and there is a minor offset voltage. For balancing of this offset voltage, what they actually do is that यहाँ पे एक potentiometer attach किया जाता है and let's just stop it. I'm using a potentiometer of 10K and आपने इन दो टर्मिनल्स को, जो कि आपका 1 टर्मिनल है एंड आपका 5 टर्मिनल है, यहाँ से कनेक्ट करके इसको आपने अपनी नेगेटिव सप्लाई के साथ कनेक्ट करना होता है. नाउ दिस इज़ द सिनेरियो जो आप फॉलो करते हैं एंड देन यू, इस सिनेरियो में आपका इतना वेरी नहीं होता बट इट कैन काइंड ऑफ, एक्चुअल सिनेरियो में इट कैन बी यूज टू बैलेंस आउट योर दी स्मॉल जो आपकी वोल्टेजेस हैं इनको नलीफाई कर देता है. ऑल्दो यहाँ पे इट्स नॉट काइंड ऑफ वर्किंग with the variation of this potentiometer. You actually nullify your voltages. अच्छा, this drop is because मैंने यहाँ पे जो resistor change किए थे accordingly आपके currents change हुए हैं and accordingly आपकी amplification में change आए, right? This is my new, you can say, offset voltage, new offset currents and जो आपका difference आएगा, ठीक है, वो आपका बेसिकली ऑफसेट करंट होगा इन दोनों का डिफरेंस, राइट? सो दिस इज़ आफ्टर जब मैंने आपका यहाँ पे चेंज किया है योर 2 सेट ऑफ रेजिस्टर्स, राइट? एंड प्लस मैंने एक फीडबैक दिया यहाँ पे एंड इट हैज़ अ गेन, राइट? सो बिकॉज आई एम गिविंग नेगेटिव फीडबैक सो इट्स अ 220 बाय 220, तो ये अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1000 का आपका गेन बन रहा है. So input you can observe कि it's a V output by gain. So input आप इसमें से roughly calculate कर सकते हैं, which is basically, now in this scenario जब आपका कोई भी voltage नहीं दी गई then input is actually your जो आपका offset voltage है वही actually आपकी input value आएगी, right? So roughly it's a 1 मिली वोल्ट्स आपकी तकरीबन आपकी ऑफसेट वोल्टेज बन रही है और आपकी ऑन योर मल्टीमीटर इट्स आल्सो 1 मिली वोल्ट्स. बट मोस्टली इस सिनेरियो को बैलेंस आउट करने के लिए we use these two terminal and a potentiometer which I had shown to you, but in present scenarios it isn't nullifying your offset voltage, but actually this is the procedure which is actually used to nullify your offset voltage, right? So I'm closing ending your lab number 6 here, and you can go for your theoretical models and implement these scenarios on your actual labs, right? So let's just end your lab number 6 on your open loop operational amplifier, right? And आपके क्या procedures होते हैं of calculating your initially existing offset voltage and offset currents, right? And what's the procedure of balancing your offset voltage, because both of these are simultaneous, interlinked with each other. There is a current between your input terminals and there's a voltage existing between them, and both of them are actually disturbing your output gain, ठीक है? If nothing is attached and still आपके आउटपुट पे कोई एम्पलीफाइड वोल्टेज आ रही है तो इसका मतलब कि if you're giving a minor signal then it largely affect your output as well, right? So this is for your lab number 6 of op amp. So I'm ending your lab here. So this is all. Allah Hafiz.